You're now tuned into the number one independent radio show in Connecticut. Titanium Radio. On 89.9 QFM Hartford.
It's Titanium Radio at Titanium_radio. Yes, DJ QT playing them classics. B. Davis here, Darius behind the camera. Shouts out to Fuji. Shouts out to the whole Titanium Radio family out there. My voice is still kind of, you know what I'm saying? I'm still kind of a little under the weather. You know how the weather is right now, man. It's got everybody kind of messed up. But yo, we got a special guest in the building. We got the homie Vosu in the building, man. How you feeling, brother?
Yes, sir, I'm feeling great, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. Mm-hmm. That's what's up. That's what's up. So you performing on the YTH Fest?
Yes, sir.
Looking forward to seeing you on stage. Mm-hmm. Where are you from originally?
I'm from New Haven.
From New Haven?
Yeah, New Haven, Connecticut.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I could have put that together, but I wanted to ask the question because I know that you got some hip hop lineage.
Of course, yeah. Definitely.
Your roots in hip hop.
Yeah.
is deep. Your family members were signed to the Zulu Nation. I know they were heavy in New Haven at one point.
Yeah,
right?
For sure, definitely.
Tell me how that was coming up in a hip hop family, like from birth. I'm assuming.
Yeah, no, it was dope. It was interesting. To be honest, that was before I was born. By the time I was born, my parents they got saved and all that. So they got saved, started getting into church. So when I was coming up, I was around for the era. They was called the Three Disciples. My dad, my uncle, and my brother. So they were doing shows just New York. They did a show at the what's that spot? I know it's gonna come to me later. If I remember later, I'm gonna say it. But yeah, my dad always had Pro Tools in the crib, had the mic and everything. So I grew up just watching them create and cook up. So naturally, it just rubbed off on me. I started doing poetry in middle school just to, express myself and all that. Then naturally, the next step was just start rapping.
So how did, watching them make music, but being that they were saved, how did that kind of sway you? Or influence you as a child growing up?
Yeah, it was interesting. I would say it was great. It was a great foundation. You know what I'm saying? For sure. I didn't grow up listening to secular music, so I was just listening to a lot of Christian rap and stuff. You feel me? Listening to gospel songs and all of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was cool. I think it instilled into me to have have values and to, you feel me, be proud of who you are and always keep God at the center of your life for everything you do. You feel me? So even now with my music, those are things that's still in there. Even though, you feel me, life happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
get
for
your
sure.
own experiences. You struggle with your faith at times, but you always got to hold on to the light. You feel me? So.
Yeah. Did you grow up in a strict household?
I wouldn't say they were too strict, can't front. I would say my parents were a good blend of being firm, but not to the point where it'll push you away. You know what I'm saying? My parents are super understanding. What
was your first experiences listening to secular music?
Definitely the miseducation of Lauryn Hill. You feel me? I feel like that's still a fine balance.
That's a good place to start. That's a good place to start.
That's a good balance, I would say, between it's secular, but it's also still conscious and it still has faith themes in it. So you feel me? That's an album that's super embedded in my heart for sure.
Yeah.
Then of course Drake came out. I was like, yeah, can't front. I'm listening. I'm tapped in. You feel me?
How did you discover Lauryn Hill? And specifically the miseducation of Lauryn Hill?
My parents did used to play that. Can't front.
So there's always exceptions.
Yeah, there be exceptions.
There's always exceptions.
Yeah, for sure.
What were some other exceptions that got played around the house?
Other exceptions, some oldies. Well, you call them oldies, we used to play Candy Rain all the time.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, some Belle Biv DeVoe used to play that. So, yeah.
So it was still I would say black soul
definitely
culture still
definitely
in the household.
For sure.
So were there times when you got caught listening to music you weren't supposed to listen to around the house?
Yeah, definitely. They ain't really tripped too much though. That's what I'm saying. It was a thing where it's yo, you know, my parents would be just if you gonna listen to whatever, just be aware. Yeah, your ears are the gateway to your soul, your eyes too. They'd be yo, just pay attention to what you're intaking. You feel me? It's a spiritual diet. Don't allow these things to change you or don't let these things raise you. Just understand who you are when you listening to whatever.
Yeah, like growing up, not being exposed to as much secular music as your peers. How did that affect you, like in school, like with your friends and stuff like that?
It did. I feel like it made me feel a little behind, can't front. Especially when I started rapping. Felt like I had to do like homework, you feel me? That's kind of how I felt when I started rapping.
What was some of your homework?
I feel like I did a lot of my homework later, can't front. There's still more homework I gotta do, you feel me? Like I definitely went back and listened to Illmatic. You feel me? Illmatic is tough. But also just what was happening currently in the moment. Like I was like, let me just tap into what's happening right now. Like when Kendrick Lamar was on his run, like early on, like Good Kid, Mad City and all of that, had to tap in there. J. Cole, Forest Hills Drive. Yeah, that's when I really was in that mode of starting to rap and all of that.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Yeah. Did that affect how you rap or what you rapped about, like listening to contemporary hip-hop?
Yeah, definitely. Because it's like, for one, the ill thing about Forest Hills Drive and Good Kid, Mad City, I feel like they're still kind of like, they got faith elements.
Good Kid, Mad City for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. Especially how
Kid.
it ends.
Yeah, bro. Then they got the Lord's Prayer in there and all that, the Salvation Prayer. So it's like, yeah, it really sparked mad creativity in my mind. You feel me?
Yeah.
And even just how to tell stories to people, and just all of that.
Did that allow you more freedom to express yourself? Like were you
Definitely.
more comfortable?
Yeah, for sure, yeah. Because, in high school, I went to Hill House, feel me? So they used to know me as, like, I used to be, like, the Christian rapper at Hill House.
Oh, wow.
I did every talent show.
You were known as the Christian rapper.
Known as the Christian rapper, can't front.
Wow.
Yeah, high school.
Because usually, like, people, guys rap, like, because nowadays it's, like, really, like, a woman's game. Like, a lot of new rappers are women and girls and stuff. So I don't really know what their motivation is for starting to rap. But I know for guys, it's to get the girls.
Literally.
But if you're a Christian rapper, what was your motivation to like, you wasn't trying to get the girls, right?
Yo, that's a good question, bro. It's just, to be honest, I don't know, music just always felt like something I had to do.
It's a calling.
Always a part of me. It was what I was always around. It's just, even to this day, if I don't make my own song, I start to feel like something's wrong. You feel me? Like it's interesting.
Yeah. So it's like a calling.
He said it, not me.
Yeah, and I feel like it's the calling is even stronger because it's in your lineage.
Yeah.
To create music and be creative in one way or another. You mentioned making your own music. I know you opened your own studio.
Yeah.
What's the name of your studio?
Yes, sir, High Caliber.
High Caliber. Is that in New Haven?
Yeah, well, it's in Hampton, but yeah.
Hampton. Okay, yeah, that's all
right
same
there.
area. Yep. 3 years it's been open.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we on the 4th year right now.
Wow.
November, that's gonna be 4 years.
What pushed you to open your own studio?
Yeah, it just was the thing that made the most sense to do, because I had already been working with a lot of artists in the area anyway. So I was like, let me just build this dedicated spot. You feel me? It's in my basement, not nothing too crazy, but it's efficient. You feel me? So yeah, it was just I was getting a lot of clientele, so it just made sense to do.
Even before you kind of branded it, you were getting clientele?
Yeah.
Got you. What kind of was what do you think was the push that spread the word?
Okay. All right. So it's kind of a long story, but I'm just we gonna go down. Okay, bro. So it was like 2018. One of my boys from high school hit me up and he was like, "Yo, you still engineering?" And I was like, "Yeah." He had a collective. So I was just going to engineer for him in his collective. And one of the artists ended up being Snowprah.
Okay.
Feel me? So I did Snow's first couple records, like Yank Riddem, Flexline Down.
Word. They were recorded at your studio?
Yeah.
Got it.
But back then it was just in my room.
Yeah.
Feel me? We was just kids cooking up for real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like we was gonna do all of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
were you in the video?
Nah, I actually moved to Florida the same day that she was shooting the video. So I decided to go to school for engineering. That's crazy. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. That was a good decision. Maybe bad timing, just a little.
It was
maybe
super bad timing, bro. Definitely bad timing. But all the homies is in the video. You feel me?
Yeah.
I still be with the homies all the time.
So being a part of that story, the legacy of the Yank Riddem, and like from your viewpoint of actually recording a song from your bedroom, like how it turned out, like tell me your perspective, tell me how you feel about
man,
the song, the era, the impact.
It's crazy because I was in Florida for like most of that time. I was in Florida for about 2 years, but seeing the wave that was going on at home, I was just super encouraged, and I had all of this just determination to get better. So when I came back home, it's like I know what I'm doing. You feel me? When we was just cooking up in the bedroom, we didn't really know what we was doing. You feel me? So I was like, all right, if I am who I think I am, I can do this again and again and again. At this point, I really feel like that's who I am. Like I can confidently do this again and again and again. At least on a quality perspective.
Yeah. Like delivering quality.
Yeah, facts.
Because it's like to get a Yank Riddem, as we can see.
It's a perfect storm of things.
Yeah, exactly. The stars literally have to line up,
for real,
and that's out of your control. All you could do is, like you said, put the quality into it. For sure. Now that's dope, man. We got Vosu in the building.
Yes, sir.
Performing at the YTH Fest. So let me ask you this, right? You got a background as the Christian rapper when you were in high school, right? You started a studio out your bedroom. Now, I've spent a lot of times in studios over the past few years, and typically it's a lot of smoke, it's a lot of drinks, women from all walks of life.
Word.
What's your studio sessions like at High Caliber Studios?
Yo, it really depends on the energy that the artist brings, but one thing is no smoking in the studio. Okay. You feel me? I don't smoke myself, but you feel me, I also have to be respectful of the space, you feel me? So, and I also think that's a good thing. I think it helps people to lock in and focus even more, you feel me? They can step outside, and then as soon as they come back in, they ready to just jump back in the booth and be creative. Now, sometimes, you feel me, people do pull up with bottles, you feel me? And now, I'm like, we taking shots after every punch. What's going on? You know what I'm saying?
It's a party. That's almost a part of it, bro, of the recording process.
Yeah, it's definitely, the past 3 years it's just been one long party, can't front.
So what's like for you, like the perfect studio etiquette that an artist could have?
That's a good question. Okay, I don't think I really thought about that, but I think the best etiquette is to have your energy up. You know what I'm saying? You come into the studio with good energy, and like I said, respectful of the space, we gonna make a banger. And then just be patient with yourself and be patient with me. Yeah. And we gonna be good.
Yeah, we got music. You brought some music too.
Yes, sir.
What's the first joint you want to jump into?
I think the first one, Big Vibe. Big Vibe is already out. But yeah, so I dropped that for my birthday too. That was like my gift to myself.
Yeah, what's your definition of a big vibe? It sounds like it's gonna be a clean vibe, but what's your definition of a big vibe?
Yeah, Big Vibe's not a clean vibe.
Okay. We on the same page, all right.
But yeah, Big Vibe is just you walking in your power 100%. You walk in the room, you know you him. Everybody looking at you. Even if not, it's like you just feel.
So it's more of a
powerful.
presence.
Yeah, it's a presence. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Vosu in the building, man. Big vibes. Remember you heard it first. It's 89.9 Kid from Titanium Radio. Keep it locked. Titanium Radio at Titanium_radio. Special guest in the building. That was just music from Vosu. Big vibe.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what's your like recording process like? You record other people, but like when it's time for you to record, is there somebody that records you, or do you record yourself?
It really just depends, right? Sometimes my boy the Kid 09 record me. You feel me? My producer Robinson, he actually just produced Big Vibe as well. He made the beat for that. But yeah, between like those three, myself, Kid, or Robinson, sometimes my boy Taji will punch me in.
Just teamwork.
You need a team for real.
For sure. How important
Uh-huh.
is that, and how long did that team take to come together?
Yo, it's interesting. I feel like it like changes. I don't know, bro. Sometimes you just meet people and y'all just click. You feel me? And then y'all just lock in. Like, I've known Robinson forever. Can't front. I met him in like 7th grade. You feel me? Freestyling in the lunchroom, and then ever since then we just been locked in. My boy Taji, he was like my rival in high school. We're rapping.
Was he a Christian rapper too?
Yeah, he's a rapper too.
Yo, Christian rap.
No, he wasn't a Christian rapper.
Oh, okay, I was about to say, because I know there's like a Christian rap battle leagues.
Yeah, my cousin started that. Lee Majors.
Word? Is that who came on?
Mm-hmm.
I believe so.
Yeah, I think we had him on the show.
Yeah,
I think we had him on the show, for sure.
Yeah, I learned a lot about making music from him too.
That's fire.
Yeah, he taught me how to like count bars and everything.
Yeah, would you ever do the Christian rap battle league?
No.
You don't know the Bible good enough?
Nah, I know the Bible, but it's just like nah.
So I feel like yo, if you know the Bible like back to front, you could be like in that league. Like you could,
That's
you know what I'm saying?
I'm just not. I don't think I'm really a battle rapper like that. Anyway, I could probably have some like cool punchlines, but nah.
Well, yeah, what do you think about the overall state of hip hop in Connecticut right now? Like being that from an engineer perspective, having your own studio. I know you see tens and hundreds of artists come through your studio since it's been open. Like, what's your vibe on the overall state of hip hop in Connecticut right now?
I think it's gotten a lot better since like I started doing music. I'm seeing a lot more collaboration. I'm seeing people just have a better spirit about supporting each other. And I think that was a super important part for us to grow as a culture out here. You feel me? A whole lot of different sounds, a whole lot of different styles. I still would like to see there be another kind of movement like the Dumbo era, where there's a beat and it's regional. People know it's from Connecticut.
It's a sound, like a signature sound.
Yeah, I would love for that to happen, but that's hard to do. That's hard to produce.
Like you said, it takes time. It's moving pieces.
Yeah.
It's a lot of independent pieces.
Yeah.
Moving in the same direction for the same purpose.
That's a fact.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And that can only develop over time. I think you're right though. It's like a lot of unity, a lot of collaboration. So, I mean, if it's not a sound, something good is gonna come out of that.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's a fact.
For sure. What are some things you're looking forward to in 2025? Like some goals, some things you checking off the boxes for?
Yeah. So I spent the whole last year getting ready for this year, to be honest.
So you outside the whole year?
Yeah, I'm ready. Like I already got things in motion, you feel me, planned out. I did my EP. My EP is done. I have a date in mind when I'm gonna release it. It's gonna be at the end of the year. So right now I'm focused on singles. I think the next song we about to play is called Nauseous. It's officially dropping on the 29th. I shot visuals for it already, and I just can't wait for everybody to see that.
Let's jump into that, man. I like that. That was a perfect introduction.
Thank you.
Nauseous.
Yes, sir.
Vosu. Video coming very soon. All right?
Yes, sir.
Titanium Radio. Keep it locked. Titanium Radio at Titanium_radio. Vosu in the building. Nauseous.
Yes, sir. Dropping the 29th, you feel me? We outside.
Yeah. Yeah. When's the YTH Fest?
It's May 3rd.
May 3rd. You on the stage, you performing?
Yes, sir.
What type of energy you gonna bring May 3rd on the YTH Fest?
For me, a full range of emotions, to be honest. Yeah, I'm gonna have the hype songs. Then I'm gonna have them songs that's gonna hit you right here.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying?
You might have to say a prayer like DMX.
Yeah, before I go on the stage, for sure.
On the stage, man.
I can do it on the stage. That would be hard. That would be fire.
DMX, come on, man.
You right. Yeah. Alright, bet.
When you said range of emotions, that's why I thought you was gonna take it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Take them to church, take them to the club, take them to the bar.
That's the energy. I ain't gonna lie. That's the energy. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to do that.
Yeah, man. Something that's special to you. You know what I'm saying? Fire. Vosu. Cause I feel like your faith is something that as an artist is something that you wear.
Yeah.
On your sleeve almost, right? Like that's a part of you. Like I was just watching a interview with Vybz Kartel. He got a song, Thanking God. Then the next song is literally like called like porno something. You feel me? But it just shows like who he is. As you feel me?
Facts, yeah, literally. Cause you feel me, as people, we always gonna go through things. You feel me? We got vices,
we complex people.
But exactly.
No matter what your faith is, your religion, your denomination, no matter what, life is complex, man.
It is.
You feel me? It's a range of emotions.
Literally.
So take them there.
Facts.
May 3rd,
YTH
Fest.
That's what we doing.
Vosu.
Yes, sir.
Yo, where can the people follow you, man?
Oh yeah, at Vosu on Instagram. That is VOSUXVOSU.
Dope, man.
Yeah, I'm on TikTok, YouTube, all of that.
Word. Follow him. Pull up to the YTH Fest May 3rd.
Yes, sir.
Shouts out to all the artists performing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Vosu, we appreciate you pulling up, brother.
Thanks for having me.
You already know. It's Titanium Radio. Keep it locked.
Tune into your radio. This a heavyweight stadium. Music banging loud through your cranium.